neon bleeding through the curtains. I still hear your breath in the silence you left behind. I trace your name on foggy glass, like it's still mine to say. The room is full of memories, but you walked away. Your jacket on my broken chair still smells like yesterday. I tell myself I'm over you, but my heart won't play. You said we'd be forever, but forever slipped through time. I stayed when you were leaving. You crossed another line. Just a place you stay. Did you love me or love the idea of someone who wouldn't fade? I replay every word you said, like it might change the end. But the truth hurts louder at night. You never planned to bend. Now the city sings without you. Same song, different pain. I see your shadow in the crowd, then it disappears again. I learned how to sleep alone with echoes in my chest. Loving you was beautiful, losing you was worse. Tears The lights are fading slow tonight, like they know what's coming next. I feel you breathing next to me, but my heart feels disconnected. We're lying in this borrowed moment, between the truth and what we pretend. Your eyes won't meet mine anymore, like you already see the end. You hold my hand, but something's changed. Your touch feels like unsure, like loving me is something you can't promise anymore. I hear the words you never say in every pause, every sigh. You're here with me in body, but your heart is saying goodbye. This is love without tomorrow. We don't talk about pain. We kiss like nothing's broken, but it's never quite the same. It's in love without tomorrow, just tonight and nothing more. I'm giving you my everything, knowing you're already out the door. Without tomorrow, love without tomorrow. We dance around the emptiness, like it won't swallow us whole. You say let's not think too far ahead, but I feel the distance grow. I memorize the way you look under the bedroom light, like I'll need this memory when you're gone from my life. I ask myself if staying here is braver than goodbye, but loving you without a future feels like slowly saying I die. This is love without tomorrow, no promises to keep. You fall asleep beside me while I'm crying in my sleep. This is love without tomorrow. We don't plan, we don't ask why. You're holding me like it's forever, but your heart won't even try. No tomorrow. Did you stop loving me slowly, or did it end all at once? Was I just a place to rest before you chose to run? I gave you all my fragile parts. I let you see my fears. You stayed just long enough to disappear. And now the night feels heavier, every second feels delayed. I'm afraid of the morning and the words you're afraid to say. I'd rather not decide this life and face the truth alone. But loving you like this is breaking every bone. If this is all we're ever gonna be, just a moment dressed as fate, then why does my heart still hope when yours has learned to wait? This is love without tomorrow, just tonight beneath the glow. I'm holding on to every second while you're already letting go. That's all we know. Lights are low, the night is breathing slow. I'm still here, where you used to be. Your shadow's dancing on my wall, like it never learned to leave. I reach for you instinctively, but there's nothing underneath. We built a world from fragile dreams, on promises too thin. I gave you all the parts of me. You never let me in. I felt you slipping through my hands, like water through the seams. I begged the dark to hold us still, but nothing's what it seems. I'm crashing into emptiness, falling where you used to stay. Every step just pulls me deeper into words you couldn't say. I'm crashing into emptiness, calling out your name in vain. I loved you past the point of breaking. Now there's nothing left but emptiness. Am I falling again? We were sparks to decide the silence for a moment, burning bright. But you feared the depth of feeling, so you disappeared at night. Your hands were warm around my waist, but your heart was never there. You looked at me like I was safe, but never something rare. I said you needed space to breathe, but I was losing air. I stayed awake to save us both. You didn't even care. I'm crashing into emptiness. Every time I close my eyes, I see the truth between the lines of all your pretty lies. I'm crashing into emptiness, where our future should have been. I was drowning in your presence. Now I'm lost without your Did you ever feel the weight of what we almost were? Or was I just a chapter you preferred to blur? I bent my soul to fit your shape, ignored the warning signs. I loved you in the deepest way. You loved me in your time. Now the room feels twice as cold. Your name's a distant sound. I search for meaning in the mess, but none can be found. I learned the hard way how to smile while quietly breaking down. to shatter. It froze. The room still smells like yesterday, but your warmth has slipped away. We talk in careful, broken tones like strangers sharing It was quiet, too quiet. Midnight glowing on my phone, single light, but I'm alone. Your name still knows the way, but it doesn't light up anymore. I count the hours, count the lights. Every I'm fine I had to hide. Your voice still lives in my head, but the words are already dead. You said we just needed space, but silence took your place. I waited through every night, thinking you'd come back to life. When you stopped calling, something in me broke. I kept breathing, kept smiling, but I was barely holding on. When you stopped calling, the world just lost its sound. Every song became a memory, every love fell to the ground. I sleep on your side of the bed, like you might come back instead. Your jacket still smells like home, but home doesn't feel the same alone. I type your name, then I erase, fighting tears I can't replace. I tell myself to let you go, but my heart says I don't know if loving you was just a phase. Why do I ache in endless ways? You left without a final word. Now I'm haunted by what I never heard. When you stopped calling, I lost my sense of time. Every second without you was another goodbye. When you stopped calling, I learned how silence screams, how absence feels heavier than broken promises and dreams. I kept your number like a prayer, something I was scared to spare. If I delete it, will I erase every moment we couldn't save? Hands in the air, eyes closed tight, I dance through tears under flashing lights. They think I'm free, they think I'm strong, but I'm still waiting for you all along. When you stopped calling, I had to learn to breathe alone, to hear my heart without your voice, to make this pain my own. When you stopped calling, I finally saw the truth, that loving you was killing me, but losing you did too. So if you ever think of me, know I survived the fall. I stopped waiting for your name the night you stopped calling. Hold me in the silence, right before my heart breaks again. The night is breathing through the walls, to forget. Second skin, every almost we've been in. The bed is cold on your side, still warm with the things we tried. I dance alone under flashing lights, smiling through another night. They think I'm healed, they think I'm free, but you're still breathing inside of me. If I stop the music now, will I finally hear myself? Or will your voice keep pulling me into someone I used to be? Hands in the air, tears in my eyes, I let the rhythm tell my lies. The bass hits deep, my heart replies, still falling for you every time. Between the silence and the sound, I'm finding where I'm meant to be. If love comes back, I'll meet it there. Not stuck, but finally free. Goodbye at first. It was just distance. We used to breathe in the same time, finish each other's half-made lines. Now the silence answers me, where your voice used to be. Miles grew in the space between two hearts that felt unseen. We said it's just for a while, but a while learned how to lie. Screams replaced the warmth of touch. I miss you was never enough. Every night I held my phone, feeling close until loving you cost me time. The sound of letting go. This is the quiet after the storm. The sound I never wanted to know. The room is filled with echoes now. Your words still hanging in the air somehow. I trace the cracks you left in me like broken lines in a melody. Your picture's fading on my screen. It still hurts more than it should mean. I press replay on yesterday, but it keeps slipping away. You said love shouldn't feel this hard, but we pulled it apart. I held on when you let go. Now I'm learning what I don't know. This is the sound of letting go. It's not loud, it's slow and cold. It's every tear I never cried, every truth I tried to hide. This is the sound of letting go. When my heart learns to be alone, it's the silence where you used to be, breaking quietly inside of me. Sleep with the lights turned low, like darkness knows what I don't know. Your side of the bed still breathes with all the things you left in me. I tell myself I'll be okay, but hearing doesn't work that way. Every step away from you feels like something I can't undo. If love is learning how to fall, we never learn to let heavier than before, like it knows your name. I'm standing in the same place, but nothing feels the same. I remember how your hands felt warm when the world was cold outside. You said you'd never walk away, you said you'd always try. But words can fade like city lights when the feeling's gone. I watched the love slip through your eyes while you kept holding on. I felt the distance growing wide in every silent kiss. You were already halfway gone, I was pretending this. When you let me go, you didn't say goodbye. You just slowly loosened your hold and left me wondering why. When you let me go, I was still holding on. I felt my heart fall to the floor the moment you were gone. Let me go. You let me go. We danced around the truth too long, like it wouldn't break. I ignored the cracks between us, every promise fake. You looked at me like I was home, but never stayed inside. I gave you every piece of me, you kept yours locked away tight. I asked you if you still felt love, you said I don't know. That answer cut deeper than lies, that was when I felt you go. When you let me go, your eyes were coming dry, like losing me was something you already survived. When you let me go, I stayed frozen in time, still loving who you used to be, still calling you mine. Let me go. When you let me go. Did you ever feel the weight of what you left behind? Or did you close the door so fast so you wouldn't change your mind? I bent myself to fit your world, I lost who I used to be. I stayed when it was hurting, you chose being free. Now I sleep on the side of the bed, your space is cold and wide. I hear your voice in crowded rooms, then it slowly dies. I'm learning how to breathe again without your name in my chest. But loving you was everything, losing you is what's left. If love is meant to set us free, why does it feel came from the way you gave me up. When you let me go, that's when I lost it all. That's when I lost it all. Pass along. The night is breathing slow. I'm still here, where you used to be. Your shadow's dancing on my wall, like you never learned to leave. I reach for you instinctively, but there's nothing underneath. We built a world from fragile dreams, on promises too thin. I gave you all the parts of me you never let me in. I felt you slipping through my hands, like water through the seams. I begged the dark to hold us still, but nothing's what it seems. I'm crashing into emptiness, falling where you used to stay. Every step just pulls me deeper into words you couldn't say. I'm crashing into emptiness, calling out your name in vain. I loved you past the point of breaking. Now there's nothing left but pain. Emptiness. I'm falling again. We were sparks inside the slides, for a moment burning bright. But you feared the depth of feeling, so you disappeared at night. Your hands were warm around my waist, but your heart was never there. You looked at me like I was safe, but never something rare. You said you needed space to breathe, but I was losing air. I stayed awake to save us both. You didn't even care. I'm crashing into emptiness. Every time I close my eyes, I see the truth between the lines of all your pretty lies. I'm crashing into emptiness, where our future should have been. I was drowning in your presence. Now I'm lost without your skin. I'm crashing into emptiness. Did you ever feel the way we almost were? Or was I just a chapter you prefer to blur? I bend my soul to fit your shape, ignore the warning signs. I loved you in the deepest way. You loved me in your time. Now the room feels twice as cold. Your name's a distant sound. I search for meaning in the mess, but none can be found. I learned the hard way how to smile while quietly breaking down. I gave you heaven in my arms. You dropped it on the ground. If love is just a battlefield, then I lay down my shield. I fought for something real you never planned to feel. I'm crashing into emptiness. No echo answers back. I followed you into the dark. There's no returning path. I'm crashing into emptiness. Still wearing your goodbye. You walked away so effortlessly, while I stayed to ask why. Maybe someday I'll forgive the night for taking you away, but right now I'm still falling in everything you couldn't say. Crashing into emptiness until I learn to let you fade.